Hi everyone, my name is Linda Jenkins. I'm with DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. Today we are giving this free training in our Chasing the Dream series to new drivers on tips on driving, how to do backing methods for the CDL-A test. We're going to be looking at the testing time limits, the straight back, the offset back, the parallel parking, and the alley dock. So again, this is a free webinar that is given from DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. We're located in Fresno, California. Again, my name is Linda Jenkins. If you like this series, please remember to like, share, and subscribe below. If you're watching this on a YouTube video, please remember to click the bell so that you can actually get updates as we release our new courses. In today's course, we're going to be looking at Safety First, the G.O.A.L program, how to use your mirrors, backing using the steering wheel method, straight back, offset back, both the left and the right, alley dock or the 90-degree backing, both left and right, your parallel parking, left and right, and your dock doors. So the first thing that you want to think about is your safety. So the safety aspect of this is the G.O.A.L program. Most large companies now use the G.O.A.L program to prevent backing accidents. Basically what it is for you to get out of your truck and look at the line of travel before you begin your backup. They want you to walk completely around the truck and trailer to identify any obstacles, check for your clearance on the sides, tops, and bottoms. Now, the reason why you want to check the bottom is just in case there's any kind of screws or uh, potholes or pieces of pallets, anything there that can mess up your tires. Just remember to look at the ground as well. Also, you need to check the position of your trailer. Once you get it lined up to get into your hole, you should be out there looking about halfway down your hole that you're going to hit and look at the alignment of the trailer. Make sure you have clearance on both sides so that you don't have an accident and accidentally hit somebody to your left or right. So just a quick little thing on your mirrors. If you look at the top mirror, the top mirror gives you the angle so that you can get angled into your hole correctly. The bottom mirror allows for your alignment for parking to make sure that you get in there correctly so that you're straight. So remember which mirror that you're supposed to use. The top one is for angling to actually get you set up to go into the hole. And the bottom one, again, is for alignment to line up with the line or on the dock bumper pad. Now, this is our backing the steering wheel method. This is the easiest method that most new drivers can use. If you'll look at your picture there on the left-hand side, you'll see a steering wheel I have. At the front of the truck, that would be on the black side. That's where you normally drive. When you're driving forward, you're using the top of the steering wheel. When you're getting ready to back, you're going to be using the bottom, the red portion of the steering wheel. So in all of these instructions, you can notice, whether you're going to be using the top or the bottom to be able to back or go forward. Now, to explain what the steering method is, basically, it's like if you turn your wheel to the right, your trailer, because of the fifth wheel pivot point, will be going to the left at the back. And if you look over on the right hand side, if you turn your wheel to the left, then the bottom of your trailer, or the very back of it where the doors are, is going to go to the right. If you have your steering wheel straight up and down, then you will be going straight back. Now, one little quick hint is there where it says front of truck on the steering wheel, If you want, put you a piece of duct tape there. That way you can actually see where the straight line is for when you're backing up, so you'll know how far to go. On this slide, we are looking at the different types of backs. We're looking at the straight back, the offset back, and the alley dock, or the 90 degrees. So just a quick little reminder on the straight back and the offset backs, you have 7 minutes to complete those during your test. On the 90 degree, or also known as the alley dock, you're going to have 12 minutes to complete it. So basically speaking, on your straight back, if you'll look at number 1 there, that's the first one on the left-hand side, you'll notice the semi-truck is going straight back. That's a straight back. And offset to the left and to the right are the two next pictures. They are right here, here, and here. Okay, if you'll look there, you can actually see this is where you'd be pulling out. You'll move your truck over there, and then you'll bring it back in. On the driver's side offset, you're going to go up and over and then back down. Once you have that completed, then you will have either one of those finished in 7 to 9 minutes, okay? The last one here is your alley dock, or 90 degree. Basically speaking, you're going to pivot right here at the back of your trailer, depending on if you have your tandems pulled all the way back or not, would be where these tires here are going to line up with your left-hand line for your back for the hole, okay? So basically speaking, you're just going to move it around and get it back into your spot here, and again to your spot here. So you have a left and a right, okay? Basically passenger or driver side. These would be typical, like if you're running a van or a reefer, where you're going to be unloaded from the back. When you're starting out in the transportation industry, please remember to help you even with preparing for your CDL-A test, please seek the advice of an expert, whether it's us or whether it's anybody else. Please seek somebody's help. Also, when you're backing and you're new to this process, please seek somebody that can help you out. Either your trainer, or if you're running on your own and you're having a difficult time, try to find a driver that can, be willing to help you hit that hole. Because it's always better to have 2 sets of eyes instead of just one, especially when you're first starting out. If you're enjoying this series so far, please remember, like, share, and subscribe for updates. Okay, for parallel parking, I had to make 2 slides for this, so you're going to see this twice. Once is for the blind side, which is the passenger side, and one is for the driver side. So we're going to do the blind side first, which is the passenger side. You'll notice this is the hole you have to hit. You're going to be parallel parking. So once you come up to it, you're going to pass by it until your back tandems basically reach the top of the line of where you're wanting to hit. Once you do that, you're going to make a hard left, okay? Once you make that hard left, you're going to be angling the butt of your trailer toward the center of the hole you're going to hit. It's your left-hand side wheel and your mirror and your, okay, so you have your mirror here, okay? And then you also have the back of your trailer here. They're all going to line up right here and then all the way down to here, okay? You want to make sure that everything is lining up with the right-hand side corner, the furthest corner on the holes that you're going to hit. Once you get that, then straighten your truck up. Make sure that that line stays steady Okay, if it doesn't, pull up a little bit, make your correction, and then back up until you have that line back where you want it. Okay, so that you have your little triangle. Once you are ready, go ahead and begin your back. Once your trailer is no longer touching here, but is touching here, okay, then you can begin your turn, okay? So right here, once your trailer touches right there, then you're ready to go on ahead and begin your turn. You're going to turn hard to the left, get your trailer in there. Now be careful if there's a trailer here in front of you, okay, that you've left enough room that you can maneuver the front of your truck to get into the hole. Once you make it into the hole, do your corrections going forward and backwards until you're inside of your hole where you're wanting to park. So again, this one here is for the driver's side. It's basically the same. Your hole is going to be on your driver's side instead of your passenger side. This is the hole that you're trying to hit. So again, you go past it so that your rear tandems are equal with your line here or just above it. Depends on how long your trailer is. Once that happens, make your turn to the right, make a hard right, get your line up with the front of your truck, the back of your trailer, the middle of the hole, all the way down to the bottom driver's side of the hole that you're trying to hit, okay? So there, here, and here. Those are the areas that you're trying to hit, okay? Basically getting you a straight line. Once that occurs, make your pull up, straighten your truck out, make sure that line stays intact so that you have a triangle here, okay? And then also the line is going to finish up right here on that same spot, okay? Once you have that, then you can begin your backup. Once you begin your backup, once you get this back of the trailer equal with the line here, then you can go ahead and start your turn. Once you start your turn, you're going to be able to go ahead and come on in. This is the turn, okay? So that you can get those tires and those wheels pivoted over, and then you'll be able to land it, okay? Now all of this is going to take practice. Parallel parking is one of the hardest parks you're going to do. The 90-degree and alley dock are the ones that you're going to do the most of. But the parallel park is usually the hardest. Usually if you don't have to do one, don't. Okay? When you're going to some of the rest areas, you may have to do one then. But just know that when the traffic's coming in off of that interstate, they may be going pretty fast. Okay, so just be aware of that. Plus you've got several obstacles there. So usually I say for a new driver, if you don't need to do it, then please don't, okay? Just for your own safety. The next one we've discussed in the past, but I just kind of wanted to bring a refresher to you. This is a bumper for your dock. You'll see it here. Here's a bumper. There's a bumper. Here and here. This is your dock plate. Some people call it a lift gate. This here, portion here lifts up and then it slides into the back of your trailer, okay? This is your DOT bumper lock. Once you get seated so that they can have this going across and into the back of your trailer, then this here, once they press the button, will raise up and it attaches to your DOT bumper and keeps you secure onto the dock so that you don't roll. Another thing you might find are these. What they do is basically chock the wheels. Now sometimes you'll see it like this, or sometimes you'll just see it like the one that's on the little chain out there. Either way, you still need to chalk your wheels. Just remember to leave you a little space. Now, the thing about these here is they lock in. I don't know if you can see it. Let me clear that circle off that I just did. But right here at the bottom, you'll notice that right here, it has little claws on there, and it like claws down into the little mat that your truck tire will be, and your trailer tire will be actually on. Now, sometimes you'll have two of these, sometimes you'll have one, sometimes you'll have one that you'll roll up on, and there'll be like this, like these yellow cones here, be something like that, but it'll be right here along the edge, so that you get on there the way that you're supposed to. Okay, so just be aware that those do exist and you're liable to see them at some point. Okay, the next one is, I wish that they would do these all the time. Unfortunately, they don't, but these are laser lights. These are awesome in the wintertime when there's snow. Okay, you can actually see exactly where you need to go, or at least almost exactly where you need to go, so that you can line up. Most of the time you're not going to have that though. Most of the time you're just going to have a painted line to follow. The next thing I wanted to show you are these yellow lines here. You'll notice I'm highlighting them in red. And here. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this to your attention, and you can see it right here as well, and right here as well. If you were to line up with these bumpers, if you'll notice, the bumpers are what you normally want to line up with. If you line up with those yellow lines, you're going to miss your bumpers. So the yellow lines are back there just to kind of give you a target, but your actual thing you want to bump up against with the back of your door once you get it open are the bumpers, these, okay, these here. Just make sure that that's what you aim for, okay, and then you'll be able to actually be able to get in there and get out of there quickly. All right, otherwise you're going to have to realign yourself at some point. Okay. Lastly is, I told you to please walk around outside and make sure that you check out any obstacles. This last picture here, you'll notice it has all kinds of obstacles in the way. And if you were to try to park according to the yellow lines here, you notice how close that comes to those little gray boxes back there? You're liable to hit that. Now, these people here don't have the black bumpers like these, okay? They have actually yellow bumpers, okay? There they are, those right there. Those are yellow bumpers, and that's what they expect for you to hit, okay? You also notice they have lights here. When it's green, you can move your truck. But once it turns red, if you try to take off, you're going to break their DOT bumper or lock, and you're going to actually have to pay for that, and that's several $1,000s. Okay, so be aware of that. They come in different shapes and forms. So you have a different one here, a different one here, and then also here. Okay, this is more like a hydraulic one. Just be aware that they are there, and if you actually take off and that light isn't turned from red back to green, you could do some serious damage to the back of your trailer and to their equipment. So just be aware of that. Now, you see here, I told you about the dock plate. You see how this one here hangs down low? Okay, this one here is retracted up. Okay, it's not hanging down. So that shows you that there's different types of dock plates as well. So just be aware of that. be aware of how you need to get in there. That's one reason why I ask you to please go walking back there, just so that you know what you're going to hit and how you're supposed to hit it. Because if you aimed for these red bumpers over here, you have two red bumpers right there and there. If you tried to hit those, you're going to hit these yellow poles and gray poles before you actually get to that. So that's the reason why I tell you to please get out and look. That's for your safety as well as theirs. All right, and just again, please make sure that before you try to move your trailer, that green light is on. If it is not, and they've told you that you're released, go back inside, because you pulling off of that is not going to turn that. That's a button they have to push from the inside. Okay. So just be aware of it. That's the reason why I wanted to go over all of these, because most of the times this information here is not covered in your schooling. So let's go ahead and review the stuff that we've talked about today. Remember, first off, you've got safety first. After that, you have your mirrors. Remember, the top is for the angle of your trailer, and the bottom ones are for the alignment, to make sure that you're lined up straight on your line going back to your actual dock. Using your steering wheel for backing, if you turn your steering wheel to the left, your trailer goes right. If you turn your steering wheel to the right, it goes left. So always turn into the problem that you're having, and then that way you know which way you need to go. Straight back, just remember your time limits. I believe that's 7 minutes. Also, that's just straight forward and back. Your offset, that's like if you're coming around a building and your docks are behind the building right there as you're coming around the corner, then you'll pull up and then back into your dock. Okay, so that's when you would use an offset back. Your alley dock, that's the 90-degree back. That's the one that you're going to use most of the time, where you kind of do a Z formation when you're setting up, and then that always gets your trailer, the back of it, pointed in the right direction. Your parallel parking, if you don't have to, please don't. A lot of the rest areas, you find the parallel parking. Most businesses have you do the regular, alley dock or 90-degree back. Your dock doors, just remember, get out of your truck until you are familiar with everything and check it out. Check out what is back here that you could hit. Also confirm what you're going to be aiming for. Are you going to be aiming for the yellow lines, or are you aiming for that bumper? Some places don't have a bumper, so you kind of have to guesstimate. So you have to know the width of your trailer, at least by memory, to look and see, okay, where that yellow line is, I'm going to have to come in 6 inches. That way you're already lined up, okay? Just do your best to always, always get out and look at those doors, because you can do some major back damage to your back of your doors, your trailers. If you have a lift back there, all of that stuff can be damaged if you don't back there the correct way. So again, this has been tips on driving backing methods for your CDL-A testing. It's been provided for free by our company, DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist, located in Fresno, California. It's aimed and geared toward the new driver. These are totally free webinars, and we appreciate you attending today. If you enjoyed this session, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe below. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. I respond to all comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to go ahead and click the bell. That way you can get our updates as they become available. Again, we want to thank you for watching our program today. Again, this is provided for free by my company, DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. My name is Linda Jenkins. We're located in Fresno, California. Remember, if you are wanting to watch us on YouTube and find out the other programs we have available that are all free, they are located at DOT FMCSA Compliance Specialist. That's our YouTube channel. Again, congratulations on deciding to get into the transportation industry. You stay safe out there. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I do respond to all comments and questions. So I'll be glad to get to know you better that way. Thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful day, and please stay safe out there.